Factual, balanced reports at all time. Join us as we take you around the globe on the world news. Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
From the news desk at Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
And in the headlines today, U.S. court jails Nigerian fraud ringleader Adekoya for 20 years. A former PDP spokesman Ologodiyan dumps party. Kwara High Court convicted man of attempted homicide, Gilbert Court. On the foreign scene, South Africa, school hostel shootings death, tools raises to 11. In the world of entertainment, Nollywood actress Bimbo Akintola reveals why she intensified support for President Tinubu. Lastly, in the world of sport, NFF Egypt FA seeks new data for cancel Super Eagles friendlies. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news across the world on Diamond 887 FM Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I'm Precious Folabi. You can listen to us via website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app on Google Play Store. Diamond 887 FM Ilorin. We'll bring you details of the news after this short break, please. We'll be right back.
We often think that mental health breakdowns sound like this.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
And now the news and details. A U.S. court has sentenced Oluwaseun Sanatana Adekoya to 20 years in prison for leading a nationwide bank and wire fraud syndicate that stole and laundered over $2 million. The 40-year-old was convicted earlier this year on charges including bank fraud conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, and 9 counts of aggravated identity theft. And according to the U.S. Department of Justice, Adekoya operated from his luxury New Jersey apartment using stolen personal data to target home equality lines of credit across the country. Adekoya's sentence includes 5 years of supervised release, more than $2.2 million in a restitution, and a $1 and $100 special dollars assessment despite being a lawful permanent resident since 2004. He will be deported after completing his prison term. The former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Kola Ologodiyan, has officially resigned his membership from the party. His decisions was conveyed in a letter addressed to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) chairman of Okeko Ward 9 in Kaba, Bunu local government area of Kogi State, shared on his X page on Saturday. Ologodiyan expressed gratitude to the party leadership for the opportunities he enjoyed during his year of service, noting that it was an hour to honor to contribute to the People's Democratic Party and Nigeria as a whole. He stated that after reflecting on his political journey, he resolved to leave the party for personal reasons. Moving on, Senator Aliyu Ndume, representing Borno South, has criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 65 ambassadorial nominee, describing the list as a breach of the federal character principles. In a statement released in Abuja on Saturday, he urged the president to withdraw the nominations ahead of the Senate screening schedule for next week. Ndume argued that the distributions of nominees across the state and the geopolitical zones is imbalanced and constitutionally deficient, noting that some states received up to 4 slots while others got none. He cited disparities showing that the Southwest with 15 nominees, Northwest 13, South-South 12, North Central 10, Southeast 9, and the entire Northeast only 7, adding that the deceased former senator was also listed. Troops of Sector 1 Operations Udukaya has rescued 14 kidnapped victims during a coordinated raid on kidnappers' hideout in Orokam Forest Corridor between the Uduno local government in Enugu State, Ogbudigbo local government in Benue State. The operations carried out after actionable intelligence from the community sources was disclosed on Saturday in an official report from Army headquarters. And according to the report, troops supported by local vigilantes launched a swift assault on the forest camp, prompting armed resistance from the kidnappers. The soldiers' superior powerful forced the criminals to flee, having behind the abducted victims who were seized over the weekend while returning from a burial. The victims were reportedly taken from Izomo Agu in Enugu and Orokam in Benue, as the army confirms that all rescued persons have been handed over to Udenu Divisional Police Office for the profiling of the reunification with their families. And coming on to the Kwara State High Court sitting in Ilorin has convicted Abdul Latif Yakub for attempted culpable homicide and causing grievous hurt after the slides to the truth of the Abubakar Babatunde with a knife at Shaun Garage on December 26, 2023. The judgment was delivered by Justice Oyewole. During the trial, the prosecution represented 4 witnesses, including the victims, while the defendant testified in his own defense, called his father as a witness. After reviewing the evidence, the court found Yakub guilty on both charges. Justice Oyewole sentenced him to 5 years imprisonment for attempted culpable homicide and 3 years, with 50,000 naira for each causing grievous hurt, with both to run concurrently. The news across the world was reaching you from Diamond 887 FM Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. We go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you the foreign, entertainment, and the sport news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
And now we'll move to the foreign stories. South Africa police have confirmed that 11 people, including a 3-year-old child, were killed when gunmen attacked an hostel in the Solvay, west of the Pretoria, earlier Saturday morning. The incident adds to the worrying rise in mass shooting across the country. And according to South Africa Broadcaster News, police spokesperson Hartland Denta Math said 25 people were shot in attack, with 14 hospitalized. She disclosed that 10 victims died at the scene, while 1 later died in hospital, and dead also include a 12-year-old and 16-year-old, with authorities noting that gunmen entered the hostel around 4:30 a.m. and opened fire on a group of men who were drinking. And in the world of entertainment news, Nollywood actress Bimbo Akintola has disclosed that her strong support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the last election was fueled by opposition supporters who bullied her over a political choice. She said that the harassment pushed her to publicly double down on her support for the 10 APC candidate. And speaking at the talk show, Akintola condemns the growing culture of political bullying in Nigeria, stressing that every citizen has the right to personal political preferences. She recalls how actress Yoke Silva was also subjected to harsh criticisms, prompting her to definitely declare her support for Tinubu. And lastly, from the world of sports. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) and the Egyptian Football Association are in discussion to set a new date for the international friendlies between the Super Eagles and the Pharaohs. The match was initially scheduled for December 14th at the Cairo International Stadium. The fixtures was cancelled after FIFA adjusted the release date for players ahead of AFCON 2025, allowing most Europe-based stars to join the national team only from December 15th. The change meant players from both sides would have been unavailable for the original date. And according to the report, both federations are working to agree on a new date while keeping Cairo at the venue. The friendly is expected to form part of both teams' preparations for the AFCON 2025 tournament, which kicks off in Morocco in December 21st. And with that, we have come to the end of the news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. U.S. court jails Nigerian fraud ringleader Adekoya for 20 years. Former PDP spokesperson Olobodiyan dumps party. Kwara High Court convicts man for attempted homicide, grievous heart. South Africa's school hostel shooting death tolls rises to 11. In the world of entertainment, Nollywood actress Bimbo Akintola reviews while she intensifies support for President Tinubu. Last in the world of sport, NFF Egypt FA seek new date for cancelled support Eagles friendly. Do you know segment? Do you know on this day in 1980, the reversed Oba Okwade Shijuade received the staff of office and was officially installed as the 50th Oni of Ife. If you don't know, now you know. For coverage and information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM Newsroom on this number 0916 062 7526. The news was compiled and edited by Adeyemi Adewale, and I am Precious Afolabi. Many thanks for listening to your Shining Supreme station. Happy weekend. Please do note that the Yoruba version of the news will be coming immediately.
Want to know why we do what we do in serving you the best of broadcasting at Diamond 88.7 FM?
Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. And you're worth it. You know you're worth it.